All right, I wanted to address this segment where Andrew Wilson just absolutely floors Mark Lamont on the F word slur and the way he handles it. One thing I like about Andrew Wilson, I didn't know this too much about him until the Joe Rogan interview. He's just a regular guy. He was a regular guy all the way up to COVID and decided he would just take on the world with debating. And it shows because he says things that regular people say. When you have these mainstream, media talking heads that just been totally removed from society and live in their little bubble with all their elitist friends, you can tell it shows. It's very evident. And you can see Andrew Wilson's just a normal guy. He's talking for normal people and explaining how regular people in the streets talk and what it means, that the actual context behind the words that we're using, not the way they use it and the way they perceive it, because they perceive everything offensive, and that's not the way we're saying it. Let's go ahead and check it out.
The idea here is, I guess you could get SA'd, and if you call your assailant the quote F slur, you go to jail, right? Some country you got there. By the way, let's point this out, that progressives have for years, as these guys say, hey, we don't want to put in hate speech laws and have people arrested and this and that. They've been doing the same type of stuff for years. They do depersoning, debanking, deplatforming, keeping people away from their cash. If you touch on any issues that they don't like, they've been doing that for years to conserve.
And you can just see, look at their faces. They're just boring people. They're terrible people. You don't want to hang out with these people. I've met people like this. When I was teaching, you have a lot of smug, these elitist attitude kind of people. And I know teachers are totally different from like these people, but straight up liberals, progressive people that think they're better than everybody, and they are the moral police of everything. And look at them. They're not even trying to hear what he's trying to say. They're just ready to go in their little offensive rants about what he just said and how he's wrong and normal people don't talk this way. I'm sorry to break it to you fucking people. Yes, that's the way normal people talk.
Conservatives. So they're doing the exact same thing that the government over there is doing. They're just using the private marketplace to do it. So what they do is they will go on these massive campaigns to deperson a human being from society because they have wrongthink, or they say a word that makes somebody else upsetty spaghetti, right? That's what they do. And spaghetti. The fact of the matter is like, who gives a who cares if this woman didn't care? Who cares if she was like, you know what, I am homophobic, and I said it because I'm homophobic. That's her business, right? You can say what you want. You're supposed to, at least in free nations, and that's not what you have there. And that was Tucker Carlson's point. You don't have a free nation there. You have a nation which is under a
Okay, Andrew Wilson's 100% correct. Maybe she is homophobic. Okay, the fuck? As long as she's not hurting nobody. And she can say what she wants. That doesn't mean she's not free from consequences. Yeah, she might get fired she's at a job that doesn't want to be kind of looked upon in that way. And that's fine. You're free to say what you want. That doesn't mean you go to jail. There's no such thing as hate speech. As much as y'all try to push it, there's no such thing as hate speech. Hate speech is a figment of your imagination. You could say whatever the fuck you want, and some people might take it offensive. And you do have the right to be offended. And I have the right to not give a shit. That's the way the world works. Grow the fuck up. Be an adult. Sometimes people have different views from you. Maybe she's homophobic. Stay away from her. Don't listen to her. I mean, it's not that hard. People I don't like, I just avoid. And if I have to be around them because I work with them and not because they're just being offensive, but I just don't like them, I just try to stay away from them as much as possible. Be cordial. Hey, what's up? All right. Good morning. See you. All right. Go my own way. But leftists can't do that. They have to implement themselves into everything and explain to you why you're wrong in every way that you think, if you don't think the same way as they do.
Hang on, Mark. Out of interest, Andrew, would you use that word?
Sure, you use it all the time. It's one of the best ways to describe friends. Right?
Would you use it? Would you use it on a show like this?
It's not meant to be. Look, it's not meant to be. Can I say it?
Would you say it? I mean, would you normally use a word like that?
Well, I wouldn't say it for the purposes of TOS, but I mean, if I was allowed to, sure, it's one of my favorite words to say. There's nothing wrong with the word. What happens is this. This word is not even being used as a homophobic slur, and it hasn't since I was a kid, okay? That's the truth. People call each other this all the time. for literally for fun, just because it's fun. You'll go, you like run into a buddy of yours. What's up, F slur? Right? You don't care, and you give each other a high
I don't
five,
think that's true,
right?
though.
It's fun. It is true. Look,
no,
listen,
I think if you ask gay people, they will tell you it is often used in a derogatory way and offensive way intended to demean them, and it's done all the time.
This is why Piers Morgan, I just can't get on board with him. Because you don't know what regular people would do or say or act like. Yes, I say fag all the time. When my brother was alive, we used to call each other, hey, what's up, you fag? What are you doing? What a fucking fag. Oh, you're listening to Coldplay, you fag. We say it all the time. We're not saying it like, oh, you're homosexual. Or, oh my God, I'm demeaning you because you're less than me because you like somebody of the same gender. That's not what we're saying. South Park did a great episode about this whole thing. Fag doesn't mean what you think it means. It just means like you fucking asshole. Like, well, you fag, or oh, you're doing something fucking lame. Like, oh, what a fag. Like, oh, what are you doing? My chick won't let me go out. What a fag. Like, what why are you being a fag, bro? Grab your balls. Let's get the fuck out of here. That's the way normal people talk. I tell my friends that all the time. And I don't even know, like Andrew will say it's just fun to say, but I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I never really thought about it. It's fun to say. We just say it because it's just the way guys talk to each other. Guys are brutal the way they talk to each other. Like, you fucking pussy, get away here. Give me a fucking hug, you faggot. Like, that's what we do. And for Piers Morgan, I don't think many people would say, yes. Because you're not talking to the regular people out in the world. And I guarantee you, if you talk to regular people, they would say they use that word all the time. And I wouldn't doubt that these motherfuckers behind the camera use this word. Stop acting like you never said this. And you can see Mark Lamont just, oh no, I would never use such a slur. I'm better than that. Shut the fuck up, you fag. Now, these two dudes, all three of them are acting like a bunch of fag. All four of them, I'm sorry, I forgot Pierce is in there. All four of these dudes are acting like fags. And none of them, I'm not saying that because they're homosexuals. They're just acting like a bunch of pussies.
We can dispute that.
But you know what? Everything. You can use any word as derogatory if you want to, or you can use words and they're not derogatory. It depends on the context. And we're social creatures. I'm tired of people acting like socially we know that there's context for words. And when you say in proper context, this word to buddies and people on this, whatever, it's not a problem socially, and it never has been. And Mark might shake his head, but I bet you in high school, he was calling half of his friends that word, and they were probably calling it to him back. Why? Because it's funny. That's why. It's
also, let's address the word gay. Like, we say that all the time too. Like, oh, that's gay. Again, it just means it's lame. Like, what are you gonna do today? I'm gonna stay in. That's fucking gay. Why are you being a fag? That's how we would use it. That's fucking gay, man. What are you being a fag for? Let's go out. These people are just removed from regular blue-collar motherfuckers. That's why. And they don't know how people talk. And they're just offended by everything. You can just see it in their faces. Look at them. Like, would you want to party with any of these people? Let's be real. Any of you guys, would you want to party with these three dudes? I mean, I would offend them within the first 5 seconds of meeting them. I mean, I would offend them right away. They would be so pissed off. But yeah, Andrew Wilson's just giving them the truth, and they can't handle it.
Was I? No, but...
You've never used any derogatory term at school about anyone? As a joke?
You're asking a different question now than... Okay, a different question. His question was... Again, the answer to the first question is no, I didn't use the F word in high school as he alleged. Second question is, have I ever used an offensive term? Absolutely. When I was a child, but as an adult, I like to think that I've grown beyond using the words that I used as a child. And I agree that social context matters. And I agree that we should always consider social context. We live in a society where people are still abused, where people are still slandered, where people are still physically assaulted, where people are marginalized. And that F word is used very often to do, and it's often accompanied by harm. And so if we know that, I agree, when you walk up to your friend and give him a high five and use that word, you may not be attempting to smuggle in homophobia. I don't think you are. But what I'm saying is we're normalizing a word that still accompanies harm and still kind of normalizes what we do and how we treat as a society, LGBTQI folk. And so I'm just saying, okay, why don't we pick a different word that doesn't cause all of this hullabaloo?
All right.
All right, let's stop acting like they're these ostracized, oppressed people. They have so much representation. It's insane. What are you talking about? I mean, any more representation, they're just going to be gods at this point. It's like, oh, you're transgender. Do whatever you want all the time. You're gay. Oh, my God. I'm sorry. I just got to let you say whatever you want and be offended by everything. You have this some kind of superiority over everybody because you're gay and you put that stupid rainbow flag up. We're tired of your little rainbow mafia bullshit, your alphabet mafia. We're tired of it. And no, we're not gonna mince our words because you get offended by them. We're still gonna talk the way we talk. You're never gonna stop that. Be an adult and just understand that people are gonna use it in the way that you probably do not agree with, but it's the way it's used in society. That's the way it is.
Bigger issue.
The problem is like, because they're not as fun. And the reason is the more that you try to make these pushbacks, these social pushbacks, and tell people what they can and can't say, it makes them want to say it more. Yes. And you know what, Mark? Like that's what happens. The second you start making social pushback and say, hey, this word you've been calling your friends, and you guys have been joking around for years saying this stuff, you're not allowed to say it anymore because now somebody's going to get too upset about it. It literally gives them incentive to say it more. That's what happens. That's how social context actually works.
But that's not what I'm saying.
You know, if you guys wouldn't make a big deal out of it, if you guys wouldn't make, hang on, Mark, almost done. If you guys wouldn't make a big deal out of it, we wouldn't have a big deal, right? But you guys make the big deal out of it.
All right.
It's 100% correct. And liberals used to know this. Conservatives did not. Every time people have done these kind of things and said, don't do this, don't look at this, don't read this, don't listen to this, people want to do those things even more because you already put something on there. It's like an incentive at this point, like, oh, they told me not to do this. I want to do it now. And if they just shut the fuck up about it, probably it wouldn't even be a big deal. Nobody would be even worried about it. Nobody would even care about it. But you make people care about it because of your nonstop nagging about the use of the word like retard. Who cares? You know what retard means? Nobody's making fun of disabled people or making fun of idiots, able-bodied idiots. Like, you are a normal person. You're an idiot. We're going to say you're doing some retarded shit. It's not that hard to understand. Nobody's making fun of disabled people or people with mental disabilities. Nobody's that, and if people are that mean, then that's on them. That's not who we are.